Wait, don't scroll. This is one of the best stories you'll hear this year. Stay till the end. A long time ago, in a forest nearby, there lived two frogs. These two frogs were best friends. One was fat, and the other was thin. But no matter their size, they loved each other deeply. They always stayed together, no matter what. Their job, or you could say their fun, was to look for trouble. They loved sneaking around the forest, trying to discover other animals' secrets. And the funniest part? They always got away with it. They were the best at it. They had done it to many animals in the forest, always moving around, finding out private things others were hiding. Until one day, the fat frog came up with a new idea. He said, "Now that we know so many secrets of the animals in this forest, let's take it to the next level." The thin frog looked confused. "What do you mean?" he asked. The fat frog replied, "Let's go and discover the secret of that human being who always walks by with a big bucket." The thin frog agreed. Their plan? To find out what was inside that bucket. And since the bucket was big and deep, the only way to know what was inside was to jump into it. So one afternoon, as the man passed by with the bucket, both frogs got ready to jump. They counted together, 1, 2, 3, and they jumped straight into the bucket. But the moment they landed, they realized they had made a terrible mistake. Inside the bucket was shea butter, soft, slippery, and deep. The bucket was too high to jump out of, and the shea butter was too soft to push off from. They kept slipping. They swam and swam trying to escape, but there was no way out. After one long hour, the fat frog turned to his best friend and said, "Brother Frog, there's no use paddling anymore. We're just going to drown. We will die. It's inevitable. Let's stop struggling. No one is coming to save us. It's over. We can't fly away from this. We're not butterflies. We're just frog. We're doomed." But the thin frog looked at him and replied, "Hold on, brother fat frog. Let's keep paddling. Somebody might get us out eventually. As long as we don't give up, we won't drown. We can't die if we keep fighting." And so they kept paddling for more hours. As the sun started going down, the fat frog became tired. He said, "I can't go on any longer. There's no sense in doing this anymore. We're going to drown anyway. Nobody is coming. It's over. I give up." And just like that, he stopped swimming. He gave up. And slowly, he sank into the shea butter. He drowned, and he died. The thin frog was heartbroken. He had just lost his best friend. Since their days as tadpoles in the pond, they had always been together. He cried, but he didn't stop. More determined than ever, he kept paddling. Even though he was weak, even though he was hurting, he paddled faster and faster. The pain in his heart gave him more strength. Then suddenly, as evening became night, he noticed something strange. The shea butter was getting stronger, thicker, because during the day shea butter melts, but at night it becomes harder. So it got thick enough for him to jump. And with one last push, he leaped. He jumped out of the bucket. He was alive. He had made it. He let out a loud shout of joy and jumped back into the woods. But in his heart, he was still sad, because he had lost his friend, his fat frog brother who gave up. He knew that there was nothing he could have done to save him. Because once someone gives up in life, it's over. You see, we never truly lose, as long as we don't give up. Years later, the thin frog married a frog lady. They had many little frog sons. And you know what? He named all of them after his fat frog friend, to keep his memory alive. Every night before they slept, he would gather his children and tell them this story, the story of the fat frog who gave up, so they would learn to never give up in life. He'd say, "Life is hard, but you must be harder. Be smart, be strong, be grateful for what you have, and never give up, because as long as you don't give up, you cannot lose." Share this story to help someone. Like, comment, and follow for more real-life lessons. Thank you, @Cygerspheres.